Hello guys, how are you doing? Usually I do these daily updates obviously on the day, but here we have Saturday, the 17th of August, and yeah, we will do the weekly close update. Where are we looking into gold and silver and all that good stuff? Just to give a 10-minute update on where we are. If anything exciting is happening, we will check the charts into a little bit more details. So as always, guys, you know where to find me. Uselink at USlinkINV, Twitter, YouTube, and on the Substack. Highly appreciate your support. With that said, let's get into business. So 1 second, let's find the charts. Great day, great week. You can see here the weekly candle for silver. We are up 2.4% yesterday, and actually we are up 7% for the entire week, breaking the blue downtrend there, basically a blue bull flag, getting back above 28.5. It looks extremely good now for silver, and very important week actually for silver. That was incredible. Gold is still just continuing going higher. I mean, there's nothing wrong with gold right now, and still on the way to our target, which is 2,650. That's the, if I remember correctly, this target here. Hopefully it aligns up. All right, a tad higher, 2,660, but yeah, I still have the target 200 and a tad below there. So that's where I think we're going, and this is only for this pattern alone. There are longer term targets and projections that are pointing to higher. So I think we will get there. And then I actually think that we could reach, 3K quite easily also, that it shouldn't be a problem to reach 3K. The gold to silver ratio, you know why this ratio is important. When this goes down, silver is outperforming. When silver is outperforming heavily, the mining sector across the board is doing really well. Finally, we saw some selling right here. It has actually blasted through all the resistance and is now way above here. The last resistance that there were, we bounced back. You can see the breakdown here, the bear flag on the shorter time frames rolling over. We're still in an uptrend, still looking a little bit more bullish than bearish, but at least we got the first big sell-off in this ratio, where basically silver started to do some big outperformance. Hence, this week, how great it actually was. Look at this, guys. This is the DXY down 0.6%, my bad. We are getting closer and closer to a major breakdown. I do think 1, 2, 3 that we will get a fourth, and then we are going to see the triangle low at roughly 100 before any major support. So we are talking a 2% drop there in the DXY, which is actually in Forex land is quite a big move. So, and that could be the start of something bigger, right? If we come down, then we retest rolling over. The average of the 50, 100, and 200 moving average will come down, and we are then in a confirmed downtrend. So hopefully we start to see the DXY getting lower. Bitcoin did break down here from this small trend line. Still, overall, we are in this. We're talking roughly half a year now, going sideways, basically. And if we don't push through now, basically, at least very shortly, and we start to come down again, then the moving average will start to come down, and we are under pressure, right, for the Bitcoin. So we have one last chance to get above that 70K, or things can get tricky. The QQQ, that is the NASDAQ basically, and testing a long-term uptrend here, bounced, deep crash, like you know, and then the retest here, we are now back above. We still, that's good. That's very bullish to see. We are into a little bit of short-term resistance here. You can see across there, we have a level here to watch. So that's basically what we need to get through. But really cool statement there for now, at least from the bulls, to get back above that uptrend. That was extremely important. USD WTI, for some reason, it didn't update for me on the entire day this Friday. Down 3.4%, which is a lot, actually. And you can see here, we did get above the trend line here, false breakout, and now we're coming down again. So recession, if we start to come down, same thing applies. The moving average will start to come down as well. So that was a very nasty day. In the short term, you can see the short term, well, you can't really because of, lack of data, but that's a lot of downward pressure all of a sudden. So not ideal for oil. It looked good. It got a huge slap, in the face here. So let's see here. Excuse me. What's looking absolutely incredible. And I also did a video on the SOXX here with a bit more in-depth about the gold miners and gold and where we are. I am extremely, extremely, extremely bullish on the gold miners, breaking a 4-year, basically like almost very soon here, an 11-year long trend line. This screams to me that we are about to enter a very big uptrend for the gold miners. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I'm extremely bullish on the miners. And same goes for the SILJ, the silver miners. We cracked below that trend line there. Retesting didn't hold. We are now back above. Weekly close above. That was extremely important for the bulls to show. And yeah, 4-year downtrend broken. Retesting here. We are going higher. In my opinion, over the next year, maybe a bit before that, we are going to see 51 here in this ratio. And again, with the silver miners, when they move, they move. So me saying 1 year could actually be 4 months. It could really be that quickly. So these are the times, in my opinion, for gold and silver to be invested in gold and silver. But also gold and silver, the mining sector in general, is not, a buy and hold. You really need to get in and then get out within like a year or two, depending on the chart, obviously. Uranium spot price still holding just a tad above 80, so nothing to report there. URNM coming down just a bit here, down 1%. But given that oil actually were down roughly 4%, that's quite good. But you can see the moving average starting to come down hard. And yeah, I think we will spend the entire 2024 basically trying to undo the downward momentum before we can reach higher. The only thing that will make this go really quickly is if we have oil all of a sudden reverse and start to break out to the upside. Then all bets are off. The 10-year rates in America is looking sick as well. Holding here, roughly the 3.8. But again, major breakdown here, tiny bounce. We do have a little bull flag here, so we could see, one final move there. But the path of least resistance is that we are going to come down. The moving average here should start to roll over, and lower rates, the final opportunity, in my opinion, to potentially get some low rates, for the mortgage and all that. So palladium, false breakdown, we talked about it, getting back to the other side of the setup. Usually when you have a false breakdown, you get to the other side of whatever pattern you have. And yeah, extremely strong weekly candle, up 0.5% on Friday. But yeah, I'm really intrigued now with the palladium. Platinum here, testing 955, major resistance. This is I think it's a 4-year long trend line or something like that. And we are just below here as well, below the bear flag or the bearish channel, which we broke down from. So a lot of resistance here. But if we can clear then we are potentially ready to do the big breakout. Copper flat. Look at that bounce at $4. Extremely bullish weekly candle, and very important to hold here. $4 was a big level. You know, we turned really bullish at 4, breakout retest, huge move. Our target was 5, overshot a bit, and then we came down a lot further than I would have anticipated. And the speed is actually quite hard as well. TTF, here we have an indecision weekly candle, basically flat this Friday, indecision here. We are above support. We can make it green here. So we have support. If we hold, we go higher. But again, you can see this doji here on the indecision weekly candle there for the gas in Europe. We also have here coal. Still, you know, we are having this. We are seeing a lot of good stuff for coal. I do think we will have a move down before we eventually go higher. But coal has basically had a downtrend, went sideways, and is now trying to break to the upside here. You can see we are above the 30 weekly moving average. So let's get a check back to that. And then if we do, we can have a situation where coal is all of a sudden going to do quite a big move here, getting into the 300s maybe. So that's all, guys. The update for, you know, on a Saturday, but basically from the price action on Friday. Yeah, nothing more to say here. Follow me if you would, if you like the content. Have a great day, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye.